sisters, it's great to be back in New York. And I haven't lost my accent yet, and I'm proud of it. You know, I've been at picket lines and rallies all over Verizon's footprint, and outside Verizon's footprint as well. But nobody knows how to do this like you guys. Nobody. I've been through a lot of strikes. A lot of strikes against Verizon, a lot of other strikes, brothers and sisters. But I gotta tell you, this strike, and you guys, and everybody who's on strike, and everybody who's standing with you, is a strike like never before. This company has to know, like the newspapers have been telling them, that this is not just a strike against Verizon. This is not just a strike for you guys to make a few extra bucks. It's a strike because this country's laws and these corporations have decided that they want unions gone, and we're not gonna goddamn let them, are we? Brothers and sisters, what Verizon wants, what they really, really want, is to get rid of your union, to destroy your union, because they know if your union's gone, you'll be next. You'll be next. And we're not going to let them do that. Brothers and sisters, they can put all the bullshit they want on the table, and they have. And somebody was up here before and said they were a man of God. Well, I'm not, so you may hear some words out of me that don't come out of a man of God. But, you know, the company has all kinds of crazy horse shit on the table, and we're not going to cave into it. But mainly what they have on the table is ways to destroy your lives, ways to destroy your union so that they can get rid of every one of you. Because if they succeed in getting rid of this union, and they succeed in getting rid of the IBEW, you know what happens? Every single one of you is next. And we're not going to let that happen. They put bullshit ads every single day in the paper in New York and all over their footprint. Here's one, and this is addressed to customers. You remain our top priority. Who are they kidding? They couldn't give a shit less about those customers. They even hate those customers more than they hate you, and that's a feat. You know, they're bullshitting the customers, telling them about how they're sending out well-trained people to fix their phone, their internet, and their TVs. Well-trained people, they're lucky if one of them don't kill somebody in the public. That's how well-trained they are. So we know, all of us know, that they don't give a shit about us. But we also know that they don't give a shit about their own customers. They only care about one thing, profit. That's all they care about, no matter what, how much goddamn money they can shove in their pockets and how fast they can shove it in their pockets. And the only way they can do that, brothers and sisters, is to screw you. Well, we're not going to let them, are we? Brothers and sisters, this strike is amazing. The stuff that's been in the newspapers is amazing. The newspapers have figured out that what you're doing is not for you. It's not just for you. Okay, some of it's for you. But the newspapers even have figured out, and this is the first time in my life I've ever seen it. The newspapers have figured out that this strike is about the working class, the middle class, and not just union people, but everybody in this country. We've seen unprecedented things happen on our picket lines. We've seen 2 presidential candidates show up on our picket lines. We've seen actors show up at our picket lines. We've seen a presidential debate where one of the people in that debate said, look at the Verizon strike. That's what's wrong with this country. And God damn it, that is what's wrong with this country. Because, brothers and sisters, if we can't, in a company making the kind of money that Verizon's making, if we can't keep at least what we got, we're not looking for more, we're looking to keep what we have. And if we can't do that, then there's no hope for this country, and hopefully there is hope, and you guys are what stands between the greedy sons of bitches who run Verizon, who run the corporations in this country, and the people of this country. That's why people are so pissed off, and why they're thinking crazy things about voting for people like Donald Trump, who's full of shit and is not standing up for working people. So, brothers and sisters, here's what I think of their bullshit ads in the Daily News. You know, it's not just us. The labor movement, the newspapers, the labor movement in itself has figured out that this strike is about more than you. It's about more than CWA. It's about every person with a union card, every person who works for a living in the United States of America. And union after union after union, and some of them are here today, have stood up to say, hey, Verizon, you're not alone. The Hotel Trades Council, 32BJ, the Teamsters, SEIU, TWU, you name them. I know I'm going to miss somebody, but the AFT, the UAW, the mine workers, everybody has sent me letters and said, hey, anything you need, anything those strikers need, we're in. And they're not bullshitting anybody. They are in, brothers and sisters. I'll just tell you a couple of stories about what some of the unions have done. We know what the Hotel Trades Council has done for us, and thank you, brothers and sisters. The lawyers tell me I can't say anything publicly about what you've done, but thank you, brothers and sisters. Call yesterday from Jimmy Hoffa, the president of the Teamsters, who happens to be a real good friend of mine. So as I said, I got a call from Jimmy Hoffa yesterday, the president of the Teamsters Union. And Jimmy told me anything we need, we got it. And he also told me a few things about what they're already doing. And I thanked him, for instance, for what the UPS guys are doing. Every UPS guy in this country got a letter from Jimmy saying, hey, don't cross the Verizon picket line. Every single one. Jimmy told me that what he's doing is in some places where Verizon Teamster truck drivers wouldn't cross our picket lines, they got laid off. And what Jimmy is doing is paying those guys strike benefits for not crossing our picket line. I'm getting letters and phone calls and you name it from every union, not only in this country, but also in the world. I got a letter from Verdi, a 2 million member union in Germany, saying we're with you, anything you need, you got it. I got a letter from Unionen, which is a union in Sweden,